We used to call these institutes of higher learning. And I was always puzzled by what is called higher learning. If there is higher learning, then what is lower learning?
Overcoming challenges, however big or small, requires the problem-solving mindset of an engineer.
For our education and training system to work, our individuals, our industries, and our people must go beyond learning yesterday's solution for yesterday's problem. It is also not enough to learn today's solutions for today's problem. The individual's ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn is more important than just the acquisition of prior known knowledge. In the past, and maybe now, still, some companies are still trapped in this credentialism mindset, which is to look at clunky degrees and diplomas as proxies for skills, instead of focusing on the relevance and currency of skills. This in itself is not irrelevant, but it has to go beyond that. And for companies and even countries, our real challenge is no longer just the balance between the local and the foreign workforce in a specific locality. Instead, our bigger challenge is how wide and how deep a talent network a company or a country can command through its network to determine our speed of evolution to outrun the competition. This is because the nature of work, especially for high value add work, is no longer confined to a specific geographical locality. The third beyond. For institutions to go beyond being an education institution to being a lifelong learning partner. In many of the commencement speech, I jokingly and seriously told the graduates, may you never graduate. May you never graduate from the Institute of Learning, because we want you to see the Institute of Learning as your lifelong partner, where you come back regularly to recharge and refresh. In the past, the average lifespan of a Fortune 500 companies may be 50 years. Today, the average lifespan is more likely to be 15 years. And even within 15 years, the entire product range of the surviving Fortune 500 companies might have changed entirely. What we need to do in order to remain competitive is to be able to refresh at scale and at speed the entire workforce. And that will require us to refresh it at the rate of about 20 to 30% a year, which means that our stretch goal is to have 20-30% of our people learning something new every year.
I believe we should rename the workplace the learning's place, since we go to work to learn and progress our understanding of the world. To those who think that learning stops at school and university are wrong. Learning never stops. As we get older, our pace of learning needs to increase. And the so-called workplaces are really problem-solving, creativity, collaboration, research, and most importantly, continuous learning. Our oldest engineer, for example, is in his 80s. And like me, and I'm only just slightly younger, he's still learning every day. We have no choice but to learn. We're pioneering entirely new technologies with no precedent to follow, no textbook to learn from. And I wager that we understand the challenges facing technology better than any university department. I also happen to believe that far more could be achieved, and faster, if more people adopted the mindset of an engineer. Engineers are the greatest problem solvers, and that is the most valuable mindset in the workplace. The world needs more engineers, many more of them. We're gripped by a relentless technology race. Every day, nations like Singapore, as well as companies like Dyson, are attempting to solve insoluble problems. Overcoming challenges, however big or small, requires the problem-solving mindset of an engineer. They're the best placed to find pioneering solutions. All effort should be made on encouraging more of them and learning from them, and something that Singapore is thankfully very good at. Sadly, not all economies have the same foresight as Singapore.